Today we're going to do some channel reviews. I thought I'd do something a little bit different because it's always good to get some objective views of your channel outside of yourself. I notice that sometimes it's easy to get sort of look through like a tunnel view at your own channel, and it's easy to just think that your channel looks great and you're doing everything right. But when you open yourself up to get other opinions and feedback from others that have been doing it a while, then maybe some things that were not obvious to yourself may be more obvious to others. So even though I've been doing it a long time, I often ask for objective feedback from friends, and like thumbnails. I put them in the Facebook group and get feedback on the thumbnails. And bottom line is that if you want to improve your channel, then you always got to look at your metrics. Go into YouTube analytics and look at your click-through rate, look at your average view duration, look at your audience retention, look at your watch time. And sometimes when you make a small tweak, then that can actually lead to a big change. So you might just change the design of your thumbnail, and then suddenly you get a high click-through rate, and YouTube surfaces your video to more people throughout the internet for free. So if you get free promotion, then that's a great thing. So in today's live stream, I thought I'd do something different. Instead of going into presentation, it's going to be focused on you guys, and then we'll kind of probably a lot of things that are, when we go through the channel reviews, actually apply to your own channel instead of the person's channel we're reviewing. And so if you've got any, feel free to chime in as to, maybe you have some tips, or maybe you have some observations that I don't see, so you can put your observation in the chat stream as well. But if you want your channel reviewed, then I got a form there that I put out. Let's see if I have it here. I don't know if I put it. Yeah, maybe get it to you later if you want your channel reviewed. So I have to find that form that I had. So anyway, let me greet everybody here. We've got Baker feeling. Oh yeah, actually I put the form at the top of the chat. I think I put it there. So fill out that form there, then I can take the next one on the queue. But yeah, we've got Bakerfield Productions, Travel Channel. Good to see you, Earthmaster. Yeah, fill out that form there. And we've got Flannel Guy. Good to see you, and Chris. Good to see you, Chris. And so just if you don't, especially for the people that are watching the replay, my name is Herman Drost, and my channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube so you can generate traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot. And I think I was reading some statistics recently that video is going to be even more prominent in 2020. So using on your landing pages, getting traffic to your products and services, etc. So the only downside of that is that it's going to get more competitive, especially in my niche, where people are doing tutorials. I can see new ones popping up every day. So, but it's a big world, 7 billion people. So probably, I don't know how many people are on YouTube, but probably a billion, in all different niches and industries. So it's still a great platform to get that search traffic, to get some suggested traffic, and to drive that traffic off the YouTube platform to a product, to a service, for purpose of branding, etc. So I think that year 2020 is going to be exciting because there's going to be a lot of new developments and new ways to get your channel going. But I have a question for you. What is your goal for your channel in 2020? Is it to make a lot of money, or to impact the world, or to just be like a creative outlet or to help people with like how-to tutorials. So what is your goal for your channel in 2020? So let me just check my just check we've got any more. Oh yeah, we've got some more reviews coming in. So thanks, Eric, Graham, Tristan, Sabby, you're both the Wolf. So I've got 4 others in there. So first up, I don't know if Keith is here, but we're going to do a channel review on Keith's channel. So, or maybe since Bakerfield was here first, maybe we'll go to that one first. So let me switch over to the screen share. And here I've got Bakerfield Productions travel channel. So, so just looking at the channel here, right off the bat, looking at channel banner, it's not obvious that it's a travel channel. I mean, from the banner itself. I mean, you have the Bakerfield Productions travel channel, but the banner doesn't say much to me. Like, I wouldn't know if I didn't have the title there, like what the channel's about. So you might think about, creating a different channel banner, or it's blurry on one side, then you have the upside down globe there. So I don't know what that's meant to be, but I do like the channel icon. You got a couple of people walking along the beach, so that's kind of more representative of the channel. And then if I look at your, you've got a channel trailer, sneak, Great Britain road trip sneak preview. I don't know if that, you probably want to think about another thumbnail for that channel trailer, because, just looking at the dashboard, it doesn't really do much for me. But yeah, so you got a channel trailer there. Then if I go down further, you got the Best of Bakerfield Productions, and so I do see that Maldives. That looks like a good thumbnail. Then you got Swaziland, Maldives, etc. Looking out here, Great Britain road trip. Some of the text that I've noticed here looks kind of a little bit hard to read. Like, this font here, England's doesn't look that easy to read there. And some of these thumbnails don't look so clear, like this one, Maldives sneak peek, not so clear here. Also, the white text on the white sand doesn't really stand out. So maybe, especially since the majority of people on their phones, watching YouTube videos, then you want to shrink that down to a thumbnail size and look at your thumbnails on the phone and see if you can see if the text can be readable on the phone. But another thing is that, looking at your thumbnails, they're not really congruent. It's kind of like if I were to come across that thumbnail in the search engines, I wouldn't really know that, I wouldn't identify that that's from your channel. So perhaps you could have some logo in there. I think having your faces in there is good. So one idea to have your, I guess it's the two of you could have, I think like down here, like if you've got your faces in here and then you've got the background in the Morocco one. So, so that one, like you could have, probably you need to take kind of sharper pictures if you're gonna have your face in there, sharper picture. Then I kind of like the background here. So that would be one idea, to have your faces in each thumbnail, and then you could have the background like this one in your particular thumbnails. So that's just something to think about there. And then if we look at the videos, so yeah, so here you got the face. This is like 5 days ago, 5 days ago, 1 week ago. So it looks like, yeah, you took my advice. So great, you got your face in there, but I would say that you can hardly see you in there. So probably make your face a bit bigger, or your wife's face in this one. So that would be a good idea to do. And then if I go to the About page to see what your channel's about, welcome to Bakerfield Feelings. Join us on adventures around the world, seeking the most beautiful sights and places. Find our travels from short clips, series, complete versions. Feel free to comment. I would like to see maybe some examples of places that you visited, like Maldives or Swaziland, etc. So instead of like join us on our adventures around the world, you could put some examples in there. So when people go to your About page, they can see, wow, I went to Switzerland, or I went to Ireland, and I can identify with that. So try to think from the viewpoint of your audience what they would like, and then maybe ask them a question or put some examples of those countries in your description there. And we've got some playlists as well, so good you put them into playlists. That's great. So overall, I think it's pretty good. Have a look at your most popular videos. Let's take a look there. Let's see, most popular. So your most popular ones are Family Bar, Bus One Tour, 2,600 views 9 years ago. Wow, your channel's you've been around a while, so you've been lots of different travels. So a good thing to always think about is to look at the videos that have done well. Maybe how you've kept the attention of people throughout the video. Of course, the thumbnails here don't do much for me, but that was like 9 years ago. But one thing to really keep in mind is just look at your statistics and see which videos have got the most traffic from maybe over the last 90 days, and then see if there's something that you can duplicate. Maybe it's the length of the video, maybe it's a thumbnail, maybe it's the what you said in the video, etc. Okay, so that's kind of, I can't give you kind of a in-depth review, because I'd have to become a manager of your channel, looking on the inside, etc. But I think that gives you some idea of what you can improve, from the banner, from the About page, maybe thumbnails, etc. Okay, next we're going to go to, I don't know if Keith is here, but I got Keith's channel up here. So he was the one that submitted his channel in the form first, was the first one. So Keith, if you're here, then shout out to you. But otherwise, if you're not here, you can always watch the replay. This is from Keith O. I don't know how you say it, but just looking at this channel here, Success Leaves Tracks. The principles of success have already been laid down for us to follow. I would actually move this, if you can move this text up a bit. Looks like the text is a little bit hard to read. It might be hard to read on the on a phone, so you might want to take a look at that on your phone, and then maybe move it up a little bit as well. And let's see what this channel's about. Most of my life allowed others direct my way of life, including the amount of income which I should earn, position I should have had in the physical place. So then he goes on to say about his personal quest, seeking a better life, no longer have to commute, and then learning through that he wants to teach. So yeah, kind of a bit of a story. So I think I like that kind of story idea that illustrates kind of what your channel is about. And then if I look at the thumbnails, the first thing that came to mind is you don't have a channel trailer, so you might want to include a channel trailer that 1 to 3 minutes or so that summarizes the content of your channel. And the thumbnails themselves looks like too much text. Like in this one here, you've got how to create a light burst text effect in Photoshop. So that's, to me, that's too much text. So you've also got the text in the thumbnail is the same as a title. That's generally a no-no. You want to, because people are going to see the title, and then you don't want to repeat the text on the thumbnail. So you just want to maybe put 2 or 3 words in the thumbnail. I think your own image can be sharper, and maybe reduce the amount of text. And then also the timestamp in the bottom right is covering the text. So you want to move the text up, or ideally put the text on the left side and yourself on the right side. So so here on this one too, you got photo, but I don't see shop. So the timestamp is covering the text there, and your image is not very clear. So you want to make that clearer. And scrolling down, popular uploads. So these ones here, the thumbnails look very boring. You might want to redo those. This one's got 66,000 views, and 3 years ago. So this one's 62,000 views, 21,000 views. So these, maybe they're still getting a lot of traffic. And if they're getting a lot of traffic, you might want to change the thumbnail so that you get a even better designed thumbnail that even attracts even more traffic. So especially if you go into YouTube analytics and see which videos are getting the most traffic, still they're getting a lot of velocity, then do some A/B testing of different thumbnails. So maybe you get a lot of traffic already to this video's at 66,000 views from 3 years ago, but maybe you're getting 1,000 views every couple of weeks. So if you change the thumbnail, you can maybe get 2,000 views. So already some of those videos are getting a lot of traffic, and if they're getting a lot of view velocity currently, then maybe do more videos on those particular videos, from a different angle, or do some more keyword research to look for different keyword phrases, and then upgrade, test some different thumbnails. So that's I think the channel banner, something could be done there. I think also a channel icon that is kind of like black and white picture, but it looks very faded. You want to maybe spruce that up, put another channel icon there. So check that out as well. Okay, yeah, so we're going to be moving on. Sentinel, so how long as wait for a review? I have to look at the Excel spreadsheet here, see what we've got. Oh, hi, Ron, Coach Ron, good to see you. Okay, we're going to look at this here, and okay, it's kind of like where the forms are. So I'm going to select this next one, which is Bastion, looks like. think it's the same one, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, I thought it was a different one. Okay, we're here on your Boit the Wolf. So your Boit the Wolf. Okay, when I first look at this, then we don't have a channel banner here, so you might want to come up with a channel banner, and then also we've got some thumbnails here, but the thumbnails don't look very congruent. So uh, let's see, you've got 143 subscribers, so you're just starting off your YouTube channel. So yeah, definitely keep going. You know, you've got 143 subscribers, so congratulations on that. You know, you want to get 100 subscribers. When you get that first 100 subscribers, then you can get a channel URL, you know, a custom URL. So that's good, and you can upload longer videos. But I'd say definitely work on your thumbnails, your channel banner, channel trailer. Let's look at your about page. Nothing on your about page. So you want to definitely put a description in there on your about page so that people know what your channel's about. Because a lot of times people go to your about page, they want to know, you know, what's going on, who is this person, and what is the purpose for creating the channel. So definitely work on those things. Moving on. Okay, Savvy BJ, Savvy BG. Okay, I got. Let me just go jump in here. Answer a couple of questions. Okay, the coach is asking, hey Herman, you mentioned a banner. What do you recommend for making a nice banner? Um, I would say to use the Canva. I've got a tutorial on my channel about how to create a channel banner using Canva.com, which is a free online graphic software. So maybe you could just put in, you know, go to YouTube and put in Drost video space and then put create channel banner or something like that. But I'll make a note of that, coach, and I'll put that link in the description after this channel review live stream, and so you get that to you. But yeah, or thumbnails. Well, thumbnails. I also use Canva for thumbnails. Another one is the what is that called? The Thumbnail Blaster. That is really great because you can instead of getting the Legend version or upgrading the Legend version of TubeBuddy to do the split testing of the thumbnails, you can get the Thumbnail Blaster, and you can do split testing of thumbnails in that if you want to split test thumbnails. So Thumbnail Blaster, make a note of that. So I did a review of Thumbnail Blaster, so I'll put that in the description too. All right, moving on to the next one in the list. We've got Savvy here. I think Savvy was here. Oh, Savvy BJ, good to see you. Yeah, my recent videos get no views, like literally not even 10K. Okay, so says you're Indian abroad, interviews, pranks, and skits. So so that's, you know, interviews, pranks, and skits. So I assume that the interviews, pranks, and skits um, from India. I'm not so sure, but gives you some idea what your channel's about. But We got a channel trailer here. So I guess this is oh, you're on the street. We take you to North America to find out how much Americans know about India. Yeah, that must be. Yeah, I think that's a great channel trailer because a lot of Americans probably don't know much about India, and it'd be good to know about. So I think that's a great channel trailer. Then Best of Savvy BJ Indian Abroad. What Americans know of India. Okay, looks like it's kind of hard to see the SDSS episode 5. SDSS, I guess that's the like your logo or the episodes. Um, I think I don't know what these, I guess these are representative people that are in your video, but the people don't really stand out much in the thumbnails. But at least your thumbnail text is clear, though, it's kind of a little bit too much text in some of those that I can see. BG, sorry about that. Okay, scrolling down here. Okay, looking here. So what foreigners think of India. So I like the idea that you put the playlist in there, and then you got a bit of a description for your playlist, what web series and what foreigners think of India, what Americans think of India. So that's pretty good. Then looking at these ones here. So you've got what foreigners think of India. Then you've got what do Americans think of India, what Pakistan people know about India, what the world thinks about India, what Canadians think of Indians. So I like the idea that you've split them up into different playlists. I think that's a good idea. You might want to experiment if you're not getting much traffic. Let's see. Well, here you got 4.8 million views 2 years ago on this one. Let's look at some of the most popular ones. If I scroll down here, let's see videos. Here, most popular ones. So we've got 189,000 subscribers. Hey, congratulations! That's awesome. So at least you've grown a channel, successful channel, and that's really great. So I think you're doing well there. Popular ones. What Americans know of India? 4.8 million views. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. And 3.7 million views, 1.8 million views. So I think if your traffic's going down, it might be seasonal. Especially here in America, it's I don't know where most of your traffic is coming from. If it's coming from the U.S. or it's coming from India, but in the U.S., a lot of people are focused on the holidays and Christmas, etc. So it might be a seasonal thing that your traffic's going down. You might want to experiment with your trying different thumbnails possibly. You also want to look at your statistics and see which videos are currently getting a lot of traffic and then double down on those. Maybe you can approach it from a different angle and then also create more of those types of videos. Also look at your click-through rate. Is your click-through rate, more than 2%? Is it between 2 and 4% or above 4%? Then also look at your audience retention. If some videos getting a higher audience retention than others, and what are you doing in the video that keeps them watching all the way through? And then also looking at your watch time. If you're how are your playlists doing? Maybe put your top performing playlists on your top of your channel homepage. So those are some things that you could do. Um, so most of your traffic is from India. So yeah, so I don't know what's going on in India, but definitely look at your top performing videos and then see if you can capitalize on those videos that have done well, maybe approach at a different angle. Let's look at the about page here. Creates entertaining content for the Indian diaspora from around the world. Subscribe. I like the idea that you got street interviews, Indian comedy, Indian street pranks for foreigners. So that's pretty good. So overall, I like the channel banner, though. You might for me, I would prefer to have a smiling face, but I'm not from India, but this kind of your face with the dark glasses. I mean, uh, these days, usually thumbnails that do well are people smiling, and they can see the whites of your eyes. So in this case, when I first see your face, I'm not really attracted to that. But if it was a smiling face and I could see your eyes, that would be more attractive. Okay, let's move on. I hope they gave you food for thought. So we got Tristan Lee Earthmaster. Do we have Tristan Lee? Oh, Earthmaster. How do you do a live stream like this? Oh, actually, Earthmaster. I use Ecamm Live. It's only for the Mac, but it's a great software, and it allows you to put comments on the screen, and you can do screen share, etc. But Earthmaster, looks like you just began your channel, 103 subscribers. The banner doesn't really do much for me. Like, well, I think Earthmaster, then I don't know exactly what your channel's about right away from the channel banner. So you might want to think about the redesign of the channel banner, and then you got a channel trailer. So then I look at your thumbnails. That I'd like to see like some more congruence in your thumbnails. Like look a little bit all over the place. So like you have a black one here, a game here, so the thumbnails to me they don't look very clear. So you want to keep them simple, bold colors, and maybe a little bit of text, etc. So you definitely work on your thumbnails. And then if I looked at the about page, like and subscribe. Let's see how many subs I can get. So I would change your about page to putting up what are the benefits to the viewer of subscribing to your channel. So instead of say like and subscribe, like why would I want to subscribe to your channel when you're first saying like and subscribe? So your first paragraph should all be about your audience. Why would they want to subscribe and watch your channel content? So work on your channel banner, your thumbnails, and your description. Okay, moving on. Next one, we've got Graham Burns. Okay, Graham Burns, passion for food. So yeah, I like the. I don't know if Graham Burns is in the house, but uh, passion for food looks good because the food looks very tasty. So right from the channel banner, I like that. And then you don't have a channel trailer, but I do like the thumbnails look pretty clear. So and so like the easy French dip sandwich, that looks very delicious. Ramen Loman recipe looks good. You got 1.34 thousand subscribers, so looks like your channel's growing. And then if we look at some of the videos, then we can see that lots of other delicious food here. So I think that looks good. And we got 310 views three days ago, 376 views. So it looks good. And if we go to the about page, then oh, no description. So I'd like to see, Graham, I'd like to see a description on your about page, like what kind of foods do you specialize in? Maybe ask some questions in there, but really give a summary of what your channel's about, because you have a passion for food, but maybe what specific foods is your specialty there. So definitely a channel trailer. Maybe also add sections to channel homepage, like sections containing playlists. So you got one long one here, but I would like to see more sections in there so people could, because not everybody knows to go to your videos page. So, oh, hi Graham, good to see you. Yeah, I need to fill out that about page. Yeah, so definitely on your channel page, you want to create more sections. Maybe create a horizontal section, a vertical section, another horizontal section, and then another vertical section, and maybe you create. Maybe let's have a look at these playlists. So yeah, you don't have any playlists. You just have one playlist. So I'd like to see different playlists on your channel homepage of different foods, or try to categorize your content. So I think that would make a big difference, so people can quickly take a deeper dive into your content. Okay, moving on. Eric, let's see. Is Eric in the house? Home repairs and modeling and remodeling tips. Oh, this is the flannel guy. Okay. Hey, good to see you, Eric. So we got home repairs, remodeling tips. So I like the banner because it's very clear what your channel is about. We got over 3,000, almost 4,000 subscribers, and then we've got a channel trailer here, and it says my video is all about home repair, home cooking, things that anyone can do at home. So yeah, so order. Right away, he's showing a little bit of home cooking, and I guess home repair. In this case, home cooking, I assume. And then, yeah, looks like the thumbnails don't do too much for me. Looks like kind of busy with the text. The images are not so clear. So I would like to see clearer thumbnails, maybe simpler with less text, and maybe more congruent. And then on your home page, maybe you can add some more playlists to your channel homepage. So as I mentioned in the previous channel, maybe a horizontal playlist, a vertical playlist, maybe 3 or 4 playlists. So let's see if we've got some other playlists up here. Yeah, so we have some playlists here. So I would add some of these to your channel homepage, and then just make sure that, and this goes for everybody, is when you add a playlist, make sure you give the playlist a description. So you can go into your channel settings, and you can add a description, you can add a title. So when you add a playlist to your channel homepage, then that, just like here on your channel trailer, then that, say this was a playlist, then the description of your playlist will be under the title. So when people go to your channel homepage to see home repairs and remodeling tips, and they can take a deeper dive into the different sections that are on your channel homepage. So I think that, it's like you have to really treat it like it's a website. So that's what I'd recommend for that. So just something to keep in mind is, like when you go to a website, what are the things that stand out? So when you go to the channel homepage of a YouTube channel, within 5 seconds, you're going to see the channel banner, the channel. They might click on the channel trailer, but maybe they'll quickly check out all your playlists, your thumbnails, your playlists. So you want to make it easy for people to navigate, easy for people to look at a playlist and watch 1, 2, or 3 or more videos that are on your channel. So this will sort of reinforce and inspire that viewer, that visitor, to subscribe to your channel. Oh, good to see you, Harley. So let's see, moving right along to the next one. That was Eric. So we're going to Arep Biswas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but okay, what's your Facebook problem? So looks like the text here is a little bit chopped off at the bottom on my computer. I don't know how it is on your computers, but or on the mobile phone. But so when I think, what's your Facebook problem? So I assume right away that this is all about Facebook. Is that right? Let me check. How to reopen disabled Facebook account, new tricks to get back, to reactivate Facebook activity, 2020 in English. People see all the videos not made in English, but the titles are. My channel solves problems like how to recover disabled Facebook account. Yeah, so all about Facebook. 1.24 thousand subscribers. And if we have a look at the channel homepage, then channel trailer 2020. What is your Facebook problem? Solve problems on Facebook. So that's good. Crazy math tricks. What's that got to do? What's that got to do with Facebook? Kind of a bit confused there. So I've got, I can read your mind. How to prove 2 + 2 = 5. So I don't know how that. Maybe you have to help me out here. Oh, you're welcome, Eric. I'm thinking that this is all about Facebook. So how to start a strong Facebook account, open letter to Facebook. I think your thumbnails need some work because you got too much text there on the thumbnails. So I would reduce the amount of text on those. Reopen disabled account, Facebook tips and tricks, how to make Android faster, how to completely remove uninstall app from Android mobile phone. So this doesn't seem to be, unless this is about Facebook, it seems like it's about Android. So, and this is about the military. So it looks like your channel content is not all focused on Facebook based upon your channel banner. So I don't know what that really means, but if I come to your channel and I think, oh, I want to, I have a Facebook problem, I have a Facebook question, then immediately I see crazy math tricks. That's going to put me off. I'd probably leave the channel. So I would recommend putting your, maybe the best of Golden W or best Facebook tricks, like a playlist like that, put that at the very top so that people can get more about solving their problems on Facebook, and then maybe leave out this math tricks playlist. Okay, moving along. Chris. Is Chris still in the house? Let's see. Okay, we've got Chris Schaus here. And let's make some magic. So I guess it's all about magic or not. I make videos to help people. So that, to me, when I look at the channel banner, it could do with a redesign. You know, I like to see some different design there because it looks a bit too simple. Let's make some magic. I immediately would think, well, is this about magic tricks or something to do with magic? So I'm not sure. But then you've got leads galore, leads lifeblood for any business, cash juice for advertising. So I don't know if that's a channel trailer. And then we've got Janusity. So you've got some playlists here, but I'd like to see a description of your playlist. So when you go to your playlists, let's see, you've got playlists here. You've got a lot of playlists, but add a description to your playlist and the playlist settings so they show up on the home page. But I'd also like to see maybe a channel trailer that clearly describes what your channel is all about. But let's go to the About page. It's my desire and intent to help anyone who needs help starting an online business. I aspire to give myself freely in this endeavor, give it as much value as I can, teaching what I've learned through reading paid courses. So to me, this is a little bit too broad. You want to help anyone who needs to start their online business, but maybe you can give some examples of your expertise. Are you good with lead generation, with Facebook advertising, or social media? Some examples would be good. So I would like to see another paragraph there of some examples of how you can help me build an online business, and maybe even some statistics. I grew my online business from 0 to 5,000 a month or something like that. Maybe even some testimonials would be great. But looking at your channel homepage here, it's not clear what, unless I know Cash Juice or Genosity, social media I'm familiar with, but the thumbnails could probably do with a redesign too. Something more attractive. So I'd look at your top competitors and look at their thumbnails, and get some idea from that. But yeah, definitely could do with a redesign of your thumbnails. And then the text, like here, I can't see the text on the blue background. So yeah, I think redesign your channel banner, maybe a better channel trailer, and maybe put your top performing playlists at the top, and then rework the description on your About page. Moving on, link. Okay, I don't know who this is, but let's have a look at this. Okay, got Hyrule Sentinel, 177 subscribers, so probably just beginning the channel. Doesn't immediately say to me what it's about, but because you've already got the title here, Hyrule Sentinel, and then you don't really need to put that in the banner again. But maybe in your banner you might put something like, what is your channel about? Kind of summarize, have a unique value proposition. Like why should I subscribe to your channel? Put, like a tagline or something like that. And so I play gaming videos, guides to parts of games on Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays. So not clear what kind of games you play there. Let's look at the About page. I play gaming videos about twice a week, lots of guides, playthroughs. So I'd like to see why should I subscribe to your channel? Like what games are you playing? What games are the most popular? What's your most popular game? What is your audience interested in? Try to appeal to your audience. And then I like this blue color in your thumbnails. That's good. But I'd like to see the thumbnails more congruent. And then also with your playlists, add a description to your playlist. So like under your title, then you'd see a description of that particular, of the videos in that playlist. And then here, I don't know what you got here. This looks like there's no thumbnail here, no thumbnail here. So you might want to crack that. Moving on. Okay, we've got Red Ninja. I think this is one here. Let's have a look. Okay, Red Ninja, the most entertaining Lego channel. So I assume it's going to be all about Legos. So the red is very striking. Got 48 subscribers. We've got a channel trailer here. The good thing about the channel trailer is that automatically comes up with a subscribe button. But you don't have much of a description here. Batman battles Superman, so there's not much there. I don't know what Red Ninja. I guess it's all about Legos. So let's have a look at the thumbnails. So YouTube reasons, Lego passion. I would like to see these images in your thumbnail a bit larger so they're easy to see. It looks like very tiny here. And then the text looks very small too. So I'd like to see large, bold text. So, and I'd like to see also some different designs of your thumbnails. All your thumbnails look the same here with the hammer and the Legos. So unless that's your logo, but I would like to see some different designs there. If you look at the About page, then thinking about create Lego. So it's all about Lego fundamentals. So yeah, all about Legos. So, but I'd like to see some more description there, like maybe a paragraph on. So you got your backstory here. You started Lego 2006, builds on Lego creation. So maybe some examples of the creations that you created would be good. Moving on. Lucas Frey. So let's see, Lucas Frey. Blissful Bot. Okay, I think you were in the chat here a little while back. Blissful Bot. So from your channel banner, I don't really know what your channel's about. When I look at all these pictures here, I'm not sure, if it's about your channel's about this. I don't know what these characters are, but maybe the cartoon characters, game characters. But when I see these faces, maybe I'm just not familiar with the content. But 132 subscribers, just starting your channel, so congratulations on that. You got juicy names, but I don't see, you could have more subscription, but you just got sub now, but why should I subscribe? You got no description there. Maybe you have to watch your channel trailer, but let's look at the About page. and nothing there. So you definitely need to add a description. So right now, when I see your channel, I have no idea what it's about. So you definitely need to work on, add a description to your channel trailer, or maybe different channel trailer, different channel banner, so it's clear what your channel's about. And then maybe come up with some different, like the designs of your thumbnails, not too attractive to me, and it's also too busy, like this one's too busy, and they're not very congruent. So come up with a congruent design for your thumbnails. You can use something like Canva, and Canva has a lot of great templates in there that it's a free graphic software, online graphic software, and you can just take the thumbnail, the custom thumbnail, the template thumbnails, and just choose one that you really like, or get some feedback from others, and then you can then create like congruent thumbnails there. But definitely put something on your about page. David Brawley is the next one in line. Okay, this is all about airplanes, I assume, from the banner. 17 subscribers, just starting. Congratulations, Goose F-16. That sounds like a good name, F-16s. So, must be all about flying. So, yeah, thumbnails, not so clear. I'd like to see clearer thumbnails. Text is very small, so you're not going to see that on your phone. So you definitely want to have nice, bold, contrasting, bold text, contrasting colored text. Maybe stick with one or two different fonts. So all these images look much the same, but I'd like to see some different thumbnail designs there. And I get these are some different playlists, but you don't have a description for your playlist. So I like to see not only different designs of your thumbnails, but a description that you can add to your different playlists. Like here, you got a description. Here you'll find all kinds of things related to my passion, aviation. So yeah, I do like the channel banner, because it's clearly you're about flying. And if I go to the about page, then so welcome. I don't think you need to really put welcome there, because it's kind of obvious. When I come here, I just want to quickly find out what you're about. There are old pilots, bold pilots, very few that are old and bold. Retired F-16 pilot, captain. So yeah, so I think the first paragraph, instead of just saying welcome, go straight into what's the benefit to the person reading your description. So so down the bottom, you got my channel chronicles my learning, also share what other ideas and products I like to use, lifelong aviation enthusiast. So I would say, maybe first paragraph, go a little bit more into the benefits that a person would get from subscribing to your channel and checking out your content. So, and then I think I like the story about your journey of a retired F-16 pilot, F-737 captain, flying trail diggers, draggers, etc. So I like that part, but definitely more at the beginning of your description. Now, if we look at your videos, then we've got, yeah, your thumbnails look too busy, and the text is too much text, and you need like less text, bolder text, like 2 or 3 words, maybe to the left side of your thumbnail. And then like this thumbnail here is probably the clearest one on your channel, because I like the bright yellow. So maybe a more close-up of the plane that you're flying, or maybe different parts of the plane, or maybe a shot from the air, maybe a shot of yourself, in front, next to the plane. So you might even think about putting your face in the thumbnails. Just maybe your hat with your hat on or your hat off, etc. So yeah, try to experiment with your thumbnails to um, get more views and attract more subscribers. Would be a good idea. Okay, so we came to the end here of the channels, looks like. If there's any more? Oh, went too far. So that was the last one. Yeah, if there's anybody else who wants a channel review, you can put them in the chat, and I can take a look at that. But just kind of a brief summary, and feel free to chime in here. I noticed that. Oh, you're welcome, Goose. Probably a common thread that when just looking quickly at some of all these channel reviews, and feel free to chime in here, Harley, Chris, or Coach Ron. But I think the biggest thing is that think about your channel homepage as the front page of the website. So having a clear a channel banner, 2 or 3 minute channel trailer that motivates people to subscribe, and then adding sections to your channel homepage, then having a clear description in your about page, and then also adding descriptions to your playlists so that they show up on the channel homepage. So I think that's really important. I can show you an example here. I don't know if I have it here. If I switch over, let's have a quick look here. Let's see if I look at look at an example channel. Maybe I'll have a Dan Locke as that's a good example. Let's see if I can find his here. Okay, it's not the one I want. Just trying to find an example one here of what you can do. So, where is that? Oh, Dan Locke YouTube. Here it is. So this one, he has like 2.116 million subscribers. I met him once at a video conference. But yeah, he has really good. I think he's got a whole team. But you can see here the thumbnails. Very clear thumbnails, and just example of very bold text and just a few words of text. So if you look at his videos page, then you can see like 5 billion lessons. So all these very good examples of kind of very beautiful thumbnails. And then if you go to the about page, then he's got a good description, all about his story, etc. And then on his homepage, then he's got you can see all the different playlists. So you got a horizontal playlist, a vertical playlist, horizontal playlist, vertical, horizontal. Pretty much what I do on my channel homepage, and then you can see under his playlist title, then he's got, the description of the playlist. So that just, it's just an example of what you can do. Okay, so yeah, so bottom line is, apart from just, your channel art and, your thumbnails, your channel banner, especially if you're just starting a YouTube channel, is to, just keep going, because, you've started your channel. Usually the hardest part of starting a channel is to, just keep practicing, try and keep on improving. And same goes for people that have been at it a while, is to keep on improving, because you never know. Some videos bomb, and like, recently I just did a video on playlists, and they didn't do very well. I think a lot of people that are just starting out probably have no idea about playlists. So you have to also think about your audience. So I know my audience, 90% of my audience that watches my videos are non-subscribers, versus 10 or 20% are subscribers. So you continue have to think about the different audiences that are watching your videos. So now I'm thinking, I have to appeal more to um, people that are just starting YouTube. Like I did channel reviews today. A lot of people just starting the YouTube channel, so they have a lot of questions and are very excited to grow their channels. So you have to think about that audience. That the non-subscribers, but then also the people that are active subscribers. And so you have to kind of mix up the content between the two. But the bottom line is, always you have to look at your channel analytics and your video analytics to see how's your click-through rate, how's your average view duration, how's your watch time doing, and then try to improve. And if you can improve on your click-through rate, improve on your average view duration, your channel watch time, video watch times, then your channel can only grow, so long as you're providing really good content. So best way to tap into your audience is to do the keyword research, because then you can tap into the mind of your viewers. You don't know what they're thinking, but the keyword research gives you the statistics, the keyword phrases that people are entering into the search engines, and then you can create videos around those particular topics. So those are just some tips that you can go for. Okay, I'm just looking at some questions here. Bakerfield said, "Thank you very much for the review. Thumbnails are something we are currently working on." I'll put that there. Thumbnails something we're working on. We took notes of your review, and thanks again for the feedback. It's great. And oh, Lifestyle Berlin. I don't think I saw your channel there, but maybe we'll catch it next time. Okay, just looking through any questions. Okay, I don't see any more questions here. Yeah, thanks everybody for attending today's live stream. And if you didn't get your channel reviewed or want it reviewed, just put your URL in the form. I think it's at the top of the chat. I think I've got it there. You probably have to go to the top of the chat. That's where the form is. And then I'll do another channel review, maybe on another week. I don't know, before the end of the year. Or if I don't do it before the end of the year, then I'll do a channel review, and then maybe I have your email address, or if you're in the Facebook group, I'll pop it in there, and then you get your channel reviewed. So yeah, thanks everybody for submitting your channels and for your questions, for your comments, and for being here. And I think next week, I'm not sure if it is next week Christmas. What is it today? It is the 20th. So it's going to be Christmas next week. I don't know if I can have a live stream, but in case I don't see you before Christmas, then have a very Merry Christmas, great holidays, and don't eat too much. But we'll see you again before the end of the year. Take care and have a great weekend.